It's my last day in Uruguay, in Hemisferio Sur, in the area at 35 degrees latitude south. I'm in Montevideo, and I have all this weed because I went out to Maldonado and met the growers, many growers, and collected various samples. So I have all this ganja, all this marijuana that I have to finish today or give away. Yesterday I gave away a bunch to a young lady, and now I need to twist a couple of J's and like several J's. But checkout time is in 15 minutes or so. But they said I could stay till 11:30, so I'm using the time to twist joints and to make some reflections about the trip. So, wow. I arrived here to this hotel on Sunday, February 15th. And today is April 1st. So it has been, let's see, there's 28 days in February. So that's 13 days. And then there's 31 days in March. So that's 13 plus 31 is 44 days. And today is the 1st. So 45 days with the stars at night being totally different and the face of the moon being rotated and tilted. And the climate totally different from where I am from or where I'm used to. The rays of the sun here are intense. The sun is on the flag because of a day in Buenos Aires when independence from the Spanish came, right? So both the Argentines and the Uruguayans have a sun on their flag. But the reality is that sun on the flag also represents the intensity of the rays of the sun here. It is this pointed lower part, and the earth is tilted at 23 degrees because of the obliquity of the ecliptic. And the rays of the sun here definitely hit harder. My skin got browner faster. I could feel my face. I don't burn. I've burned maybe twice in my life. One time was on a beach in Mexico, and the tip of my nose burned because I didn't put any cream on. This felt like that, the hot face feeling. And if you walk here at 3 in the afternoon in the summer, as I was here in the summer, right, it's withering, the heat. I enjoyed the best weather, though. They say March in Punta del Este is the perfect time to be there. I was there throughout March. I was in Buenos Aires in March, and Buenos Aires is a river city. This is something I learned on this trip. The Rio de la Plata is the widest river in the world. It goes way out into the ocean and creates these, I mean, look at these maps. You can see there the salinity doesn't start till way out there. So the river is far into what we perceive of as the ocean off the land. And that makes Montevideo and Buenos Aires cities on a river. They're river cities. They're not ocean cities. You have to go out in Maldonado like I did, past Punta del Este, to have ocean in Uruguay. And that's why so many Argentines are there, right? Partying and buying property. So, heat, the rays of the sun, was one point. They start dinner at 9 o'clock at night, and they eat till 11:30 at night, and they go out dancing until 5 in the morning in Buenos Aires, 6 in the morning in Buenos Aires. And, you know, I was baffled by this. In Playa Brava, I would get up in the morning and go to the beach. I was out there by 7:30 every day for 8 days or something. And there would be no one, solo los pescadores y yo, only the fishermen and me. And then even here in the city, I got up early and went walking around. Super quiet, you know? And then they take siesta in the afternoon. So you see what's happening is the sun is a dangerous laser beam here. So they're avoiding the hours when the sun is so ferocious. This was something I learned. But the meat, they eat so much meat. It's unreal. And everybody tells me the same story, right? Like, oh yeah, well our cows are free, and the pampas is just free-ranging animals, and they eat grass that is so good, and so as a result, the meat tastes good. It tastes better, and our cows are, healthier for you or something. This kind of like rap is what everybody tells you about the amount of meat they eat. But now with contemporary, stuff happening, young people, you've got more sushi at vegetarian places and options. So I have enjoyed more meat than I've ever had, I think, in a 40-day period, I can tell you that. And I want to stop for a while. That was too much meat. The heat and the meat. So much carne. Everybody. Carne. All the time. All day. All night. What else can I tell you? Well, in Buenos Aires, I didn't really go anywhere except Recoleta and Palermo, and they're wealthy neighborhoods. So it's not as if I saw San Telmo or, other interesting places with more of a diversity of culture. I wish I would have done that, and next time I will try to do that. And then I would say Uruguay, Montevideo's cool, but it's a river city, and where I wanted to be was out where the growers are and where the ocean is, and that's Maldonado. And Maldonado is awesome. I love it there. They have so many fascinating things to look at and perceive of and understand, and museums and culture and food. They have a culinary institute in Jose Ignacio where all of these people study hospitality and culinary arts and tourism, stuff. And as a result, there's so many good restaurants out there and so many chefs. You can eat so well all the time, and to have really delicious food here is easy, and out there, out by the ocean. So I did very much enjoy that about Maldonado. Maldonado has a lot of the things that I want: weed, wine, food, beach, culture, museums. It was nice. But again, I'm only here at a time of year when it's nice. It might be that, winter's a misery, or, I have to be realistic about the fact that I came at the perfect time of year for these people. It's not. And then the platanos that someone brought here from Europe create this apparently month and a half of allergic reaction to these berries that are on the platanos that peel and give off a pollen that is apparently misery inducing for everybody down here, which I didn't know. It was interesting to learn about that. So the drawbacks of coming at just one time of year, and at that the best time of year, are that you get a false impression of the comfort and the joy and so on. And let me tell you, I have a nice, healthy false impression.